He brought a Halloween costume with him to meet up with what he believed was an underage girl for sex, so that after they could go do Halloween stuff. This is 26-year-old Bradley Weeks of Van Buren, Arkansas. Around 3:30 a.m. on October 24th, Bradley sent a message to an account that's been set up by the Siloam Springs Police Department to draw the Bradleys of the world in. This account is supposed to look like a girl who is age 15 or younger, but the exact age that Bradley was given was redacted in court documents. Bradley was told the age of the UC multiple times, but stated that he did not care. He was fine with it. He also said that he was looking for a meaningful relationship, and then immediately started to talk about sex and all of the dirty things that he, as a grown man, wanted to do to her, a child. Bradley discussed how he would like to kiss every inch of her body and put her breasts in his mouth, and then he began to ask for nudes, or as I like to call it, his conquest towards CSAM charges. And of course, Bradley slid right into the DMs, as dry as the Sahara Desert, with dick pics. Fast forward to October 28th. Bradley tells what he believes, once again as a child, that he masturbated to her photos and he wanted to imagine his dick in her mouth. And then Bradley began to express interest in meeting up for sex. Bradley said that he would drive to Siloam Springs so that this could happen, and then he became very pushy asking for nudes, and at one point got so mad that he wasn't getting them that he said, "Forget everything, I don't want nothing to do with you." Side note here, if there are not at least 3 women in this state who have messages in their inbox from Bradley where they've turned him down or ignored him, and he said something to the effect of, "Well, you're fat anyway," I will be so surprised you could knock me over with a feather. Anyway, Bradley then goes back to asking to video chat and continuing his conversations about sex. On October 30th, Bradley asked the UC if he could ask a couple questions. One of those questions was, "Are you a cop?" To which the UC responded, "I'm a cop with handcuffs, LOL. Well, maybe for Halloween. I'm not a cop." Bradley also asked the UC if she was going to set him up, and at that point in time she was like, "No, I'd get grounded from my phone forever. That's dumb on my part." And that was all the reassurance that Bradley needed to go right back to making plans to drive to Siloam to have sex with a child. So Bradley, on October 31st, right before his 1 p.m. arrival in Siloam Springs, asks the UC if they're going to tell on him. And this UC's response was just perfect, because they said, "I'm not. Well, maybe put you in handcuffs and search you." To which Bradley said, "Haha." And that's probably the last time he laughed that day, because Bradley then arrived at the meeting location and was promptly placed under arrest. Bradley admitted to knowing her age, he admitted to asking for nudes and sending dick pics, and all of this within just a few hours of starting to talk to her. And when Bradley was asked what his plans for the day were, he said that he was going to go to Siloam, pick her up at 1 p.m. in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and take her to a hotel where they'd have sex. But he brought his Halloween costume with him so that when they were done, they could go do Halloween stuff together. How kind of you, Bradley, to take the child you just sexually assaulted trick-or-treating. And then when he was done, he was going to take her back to the hotel and have sex with her some more. And when they searched Bradley's car, they found a clown costume in there. And at that point in time, Bradley said that he just wanted to go home. So he was transported to his new home away from home, the Benton County Detention Center, where he faces the charges you see on the screen there. His bond was set at $150,000, and his next court date is scheduled for December 12th.